half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Go to ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
I keep forgetting to move this goddamn left right joystick. That right joystick do some shit when you moving that left joystick.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Check. Block 54. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now left side on the swing pass. And some space here. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now, Breeze again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and free.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
What up?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A.J. Klein came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Omaha. 21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 60 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and wrinkles because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24 on the ground, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Breeze now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Damn it, throw that motherfucker to him.
Davis.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it's much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one goes for 24 yards. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? Yellow lady.
Now Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. James has got it, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. 180. Number 53, high 53. Who did?
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Down at the 36-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tre'Quan Smith, 84 yards. And the
Yeah. Damn. Motherfucking ass whoop. In the right place. I gotta go change it. Gotta change it, please. Gotta change it. Oh, wait. What new? Come on, man. Damn.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Room here to run. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Bringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Let's go,
Play action, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
We'll do it like that. Okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shot by Quan Alexander. And they will be set up now as they're all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Like 80!
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go, here we go. 80!
They go counter with Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's right, baby.
Now Garoppolo. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Do that, baby.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Let's go.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They run with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down and a gain of 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He's got daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Here we go. 180. Well, here we go. Right there.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. A fight for the football.
Man, you held me up. That's some bullshit, man.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Breida. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time, it's half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now it's Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, this is Breida. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a give to Breida. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 36 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And his pass is intercepted from the 14-yard. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return.
Bullshit, man. Pick my fucking playbook. shit. I'm gonna stand even and get these motherfuckers. They don't make your shit go up. They just need to sit down and stay 5 days in the jail.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it's 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Here we go. Like 20.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
Good ball, baby. Get that shit,
Right
baby.
around the 10-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Baby. Oh, here you go, this bullshit. Come on, man.
Here we go. 180. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the Steelers grab a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers out now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Go, first 50, plant. Check. Now.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Check back. Check. Ready.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Ready. 8-3.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now Rudolph on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
49, check 49, check 49. 21, 21.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And some room to roam now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Here we go. 180.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
65, 65. Watch 98, watch 98, 98 to Mike. I got one, I got one. Smooth.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rudolph setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rudolph now to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Stand up. Switch down.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. Open man here is Gentry. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He'll try and run forward with counter. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check Leo. Ready?
Back to throw, Rudolph. He's got the tight end, Banan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10 is counter. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
They'll look to run with counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that'll back them up 5. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! Hey, watch the slant. 13! Watch 98! Watch 98!
On second down, here's Garoppolo. James has got it. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! You ain't going nowhere. 11.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Garoppolo now, first down throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
11.
Garoppolo again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Bullshit.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Right within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Rudolph. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Connor. give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Rudolph. Open man, it's Vanette. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having points this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
21.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly